Do you want to know how I made $46,000 in 2022 from just two rental properties? I'm going to show you right now. So if that interests you, you're going to want to watch this video. My name is Kevin Brenner. I'm the host of the Active Duty Passive Income podcast. You've probably heard my voice, maybe seen my face interacting in the Active Duty Passive Income community, or you might not know who the heck I am because you stumbled across this YouTube channel and watched this video. That's okay, because what I'm going to share with you is pure gold. I'm not going to be selling you anything. I'm not going to be, come here, do this, do that. No. I'm just going to tell you how I did it because everyone needs to know, because it's really, really incredible and awesome. All right. So if you haven't figured it out by now, I'm a full-time real estate investor and I love multiple streams of independent passive cash flow. Like, that's what I do. I will come up with streams. All those streams feed into the river. The river funds my lifestyle and allows my wife and I, honestly, to travel the world. So what I decided to do was get into the short-term rental game. So what's a short-term rental? You've probably heard of Airbnb, VRBO, things like that. That's a short-term rental. So short-term rental is anything that is commonly defined as anything that is rented less than 30 days. So you can rent it for one night, you can rent it for 3 nights, 15 nights, pretty much anything less than 30 days, boom, short-term rental. Your midterm rental is typically something that's between 1 month and maybe 6 months. So that's like a furnished lease, like you have a travel nurse coming in or a travel doctor or a business professional or something. Hey, I need this place for 3 months. I need an executive apartment. No problem. Here you go, midterm rental. Right. And then, of course, your long-term rental is typically something that's on a year lease or longer. And, that's just a long-term rental. And there's nothing wrong with any of those strategies. But what I'm going to talk about is I'm going to spill the beans on how I was able to simply capitalize on a situation and make $46,000 in 2022. And actually, honestly, as I record this video, it's probably going to be way north of 50 grand, but there's still about over 3 months, almost 4 months left of the year, and we're doing really, really well. So what I did was I live in Washington, D.C., right? Housing prices are just ridiculous, just insane, right? Like, you want a condo, in the city is $500,000, and that condo would, you pay 500 grand for it. Your mortgage payment is like, $3,000 a month or something like that, maybe 3,500 a month. And you can't even rent that out for 2,500 a month, 2,200. Like, the numbers just completely don't make any sense. So I had to figure out, okay, well, I'm here. How the heck can I make some money in real estate? So what I decided to do was employ the arbitrage model in short-term rentals. And what that means is, instead of purchasing the real estate and then renting it out to people, I myself am renting from the landlords on a 3 to 5 year lease. And then I turn around and I sublet it as a short-term rental. So I'm furnishing it, I'm designing it, I'm setting up the operations, I'm doing all the heavy lifting in that department, not to mention I'm paying for all the furniture and doing all that stuff, all the setup, all that, I'm coordinating with the cleaners. I'm running a management company, right? And I'm automating it and I'm doing all that. But I'm still paying rent every month to the landlord, right? So it's pretty much a spread play, right? Like, I am converting a long-term rental into a short-term rental. And it's really, really awesome. So to give you an example, right? The one house I rent, I pay $2,400 a month. This is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath home. It's a detached single-family home. It's got a large fenced-in backyard. And the way I market my short-term rentals is I want dad, mom, little Timmy and Sally, and Spot the dog. So I want families with small children and pets. That's who I attract to my short-term rentals. And that's who a lot of the times we get in the Washington, D.C. area. They're on vacation, they're visiting family, whatever they're doing in the area, they stay in my rentals and they absolutely have a fabulous experience because it's designed around the guest experience. But what I do is I'm paying my landlord on that property $2,400 a month. But by furnishing the place and doing all the marketing and optimizing the systems and all this stuff, I'm able to rent that property out on average for about $220 to $250 a night. And we get, roughly, I don't know, 20 to 24 nights a month on average, occupied in there. So you can tell, that the math is, in my favor, right? So let's call it, for math's sake, math and public sake, let's say I'm doing $200 a night, and I'm doing, I don't know, 20 nights out of the month, right? So what you would do is okay, well, what's 200 times 20? That's obviously $4,000, right? So that $4,000 is pretty awesome, because my rent is only $2,400, and the remaining operational expenses, like the guests are paying that. The guests are paying the cleaning fees. The guests, I have to come up with, some consumable fees and stuff like that, but it's mostly covered, internal to the business. So, maybe I lose an additional, if I'm getting $4,000 a month, my rent's $2,400, maybe I spend an extra $300-$400 a month, call it $600 conservatively. So I'm in it for $3,000. Well, I'm still taking $1,000 spread. So there's still meat on that bone, and that's per month for one unit. So I have another unit I pay $2,650 for, but that rents for like $350, sometimes $400 a night, and it's almost fully booked all the time. So you can see that these numbers get really, really crazy, really awesome, really quickly. And that's all because I set up the system to enable me to do this without pulling my hair out. So if you think, oh God, I can't get into short-term rentals because I don't want to be doing the cleaning and I don't want to be in charge of the maintenance and all this stuff. Well, you don't have to. You contract people to do the cleaning. You contract handymen and maintenance folks to do the maintenance. And it's really, really not that hard, but you have to set it up and run it as a business. So many people don't. They just snap pictures with their iPhones. They list it on Airbnb. Why is no one staying at my place? Because you don't have the systems, you don't have the foundation set up. So those two short-term rentals, we're filming this video is being filmed in September. I'm in profit. I'm up $46,700 on the year. By the end of the year, because we have the holidays coming up and we have some occupancy coming up, it's probably going to be well into the 50s, maybe mid 50s. If I'm lucky, 60,000 for the year in profits. So that means I'm grossing, y'all. I'm grossing between about 130 to 150K on 2 rentals, right? That is it. So all in all, if I'm being honest, I spend about, I would say 3 to 6 hours on this venture a week. And that's, covering me down with $46,700 right now, or, closer to 50, maybe even $60,000. That is a military salary, right? That's military salary right there for a lot of people. And I'm working 3 to 6 hours a week on it. Some weeks a little more, some weeks a little less. But point is, real estate can set you free. What do you need? You need to understand the triad. Number 1, learn. You got to build a strong foundation of education, really, and build that foundation with knowledge, and whether that comes from podcasts or books or from our Military Real Estate Investing Academy or anything, right? Anything that you want to take, you got to have that strong foundation. Then you got to network. You got to be networking with like-minded individuals who are doing this. And you got to figure out, wait, how can I add value to a potential mentor? How can I bring this person into my circle? How can I expand my sphere of influence by bringing other people around me who are doing this already? And then number 3, you just got to take action. You have to take action every single day. The smallest little action step is going to drive you forward, and you become 1% better every day. Success will hunt you down, and that is a promise, y'all. So if you're thinking, oh, it's impossible, Kevin, you can't be making this much money on all this stuff. Yes, you can, and this is only 2. Imagine if I had 10. The scalability is just crazy. So if you're interested in learning more, because I dive into a lot more details on this and how I got started, and I actually show you pictures and really break it down a lot further. If you're interested, just tap the link right down there. Register for my free masterclass. I'm literally, like you saw me in this video, sharing and just sharing value, because this is what I love to do. I'm literally doing that for 45 minutes straight in my masterclass. Like, we're going to cover everything. I'm going to give you that foundation. It's totally free. And it's because I love doing what I do, because I'm only working 3 to 6 hours on this real estate stuff, and I got time, right? And I love sharing, and I love inspiring others. So if you're watching this YouTube video and you say, what the heck, what's the point? You're right, because you got nothing to lose, right? You got 45 minutes of your life, then you can just tap that link right there. click on it, register in 3 seconds when we do this masterclass coming up. It's going to be amazing. I promise that you're going to learn something. And I promise that if you take action after watching this masterclass and you do the triad, you learn, network, and take action, we're going to talk about that more, then you will find success in the real estate game. It's just a matter of time and how bad do you want it. And it's really, really powerful stuff, guys. It set me free, and I know it can set you free. So I'll see you at the masterclass. I look forward to watching you all grow and hopefully being able to help you become a better version of yourself. So until then, I will see you later. Catch you at the masterclass.